Come on, man. Just follow back behind us. Just stay close, okay?
Karmelo, do you have anything that you'd like to say? Karmelo, do you have anything that you'd like to say to the victim, to the family of the victim? Why were you armed, sweetheart? Karmelo, why were you armed at school?
Say to the community that's donated.
If it's love, I want everything. Touch my soul, touch my heart, don't judge my mental. They told me that life is simple, been real since Papa Pimple. I started out in the rental, Sonata, the presidential. Speak once and listen twice. They told me that less is simple.
We Need a Reset TV family. What's happening? What is happening? It's a great day. But as you see on the thumbnail, man, it might not be a great lifetime for your boy Karmelo Anthony, man. I was scrolling through Twitter and I caught, in a post by Sarah is Censored, man. She posts the new judge on the case, which is Judge John Roach, that is. And I'm going to explain why this is not a good sign at all for Karmelo. But I wanted the host of Black and White Sports to speak on it a little, and we'll be back with the commentary.
Judge Roach, a conservative Republican, handled the case of Azizi Yaran, a former Plano West senior high school student who plotted a mass shooting at Frisco's Stonebriar Center and other locations, sentencing him to 20 years in prison. Ouch. I'm assuming he actually did this when he was still in high school. He got 20 years. She also writes, he has shown no leniency towards those who harm children. Austin Metcalf was 17. In one case, he sentenced a child sex offender to life in prison without parole. He also has shown strong support for the veteran community. His term ends in December 2026. 2026 will be an election year for him.
So yeah, I stopped it on the part where he was touching on election year, and that is a big point, man. This is crazy for Karmelo, man. I'm not gonna hold you. I did some research on this judge. Not only is he a conservative judge, he's damn near right wing, like heavy too. So yes, judges are supposed to be fair. They're not always, right? Yes, we don't view them as politicians, but in most cases, judges are elected, and it's an election year. This judge is being handed one of the most polarizing cases in a while. Cases like this makes or breaks careers, y'all.
I'm in shock because it's like, I wouldn't expect that from him. I only know him fighting and stuff, but to take someone's life is just like a different level.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, for the most part, it makes careers. It's that big of a case. You got Karmelo, who has his supporters.
And now he has to overcome another obstacle. So I'm going to support him. I'm going to lift him up. And I'm going to be there for him. Because I see the way he fights. I see the way that he works. And I know who he is as a person. And that's all I have to say.
This Karmelo Anthony indictment has these racists in the internet streets dancing. He was indicted on first-degree murder charges. He's cooked. Not even. I hate to be the one to break it to you. Texas does not have a first-degree murder charge. Let me say that for the racists in the back. Texas does not have a first-degree murder charge.
And there's a whole fiasco about the judge possibly, revoking the bail when it was set to $250,000 by the magistrate. They're saying the judge has the power to revoke that, meaning Karmelo would be back in jail yet again, possibly even on a no bond. And, I've been to jail before. Let me tell you, there's nothing like a no bond. It's one thing if you got a date, hearing, whatever. You see a no bond, you're never going to be at ease. My hopes is everything works out in this case the way it has to be, whether it's Karmelo's found guilty or found not guilty. End of the day, I lean on the side of justice, but yeah, there is a selfish part of me that don't want to see a young man that is still alive, whether the suspect or not, 17, such promise, and it's like, damn, you know, the whole family gonna be hurting if this man gets locked up. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have an emotional investment in it. I have a 17-year-old son. He's gonna be 18 next month. I wish him the best. I hope he's doing well. I'm selfish somewhat like that. I don't really know how I feel about this whole Karmelo Anthony thing. You know, I still stand on the basis of I've never heard anybody bring any type of weapon to a track meet. I ran track in high school and other sports. I have never seen anyone bring, let alone a knife, to a track meet. But there's different angles on how people differ in opinions about this. You got some people, Karmelo supporters, feels like it's self-defense. Then you got Austin's supporter that feels like it's a premeditated act by Karmelo, and they want, you know, the courts to give him the highest punishment possible, which is, I'm seeing more, you know, towards they want to see him do life. But then again, I have went through toxic ass Twitter and a lot of people calling on Karmelo to get the death penalty.
Karmelo going straight to jail, and it is what it is. He shouldn't have did what he did. It's not self-defense. If you read the law, the Texas self-defense law, you would know that Karmelo is going straight to jail. And it's so stupid because these people that are spreading these racist narratives, they don't read shit. They don't read shit. They just go, oh, this is the black kid that killed the white boy. Oh, we're going to side with the black kid. We're going to side with the young brother. You know what I mean? That white boy probably had it coming. Just racism. It's racism.
Black fatigue is when I can hear you 10 miles away in Walmart with your 5 fucking kids. Black fatigue is when you have no home training and you have no idea how to act in public. And a lot of it is culture. I've been in the hood, I've been in the fucking schools and the projects where I was the only white girl there, and I can 100% guarantee you that it's culture. When majority of y'all know someone who has been unalived by another black person, way more than any instance of a black person being unjustifiably unalived by the police, that's black fatigue. As well as donating to Karmelo Anthony and Rodney Hinton Jr. When you aren't able to hold your own community accountable, that's a problem.
Honestly, she was just speaking in circles. Yeah, some stuff she's saying was true, and other stuff, it just comes from some type of resentment, some deeper underlying of probably been done dirty. She says she's from the hood, whatever that means. Y'all just be saying anything. And you can hear it in her voice that she got some angst towards that community in terms of our black community. I have my own issues, but what I'm saying is this case is bringing out a lot of people to speak out, especially since Trump got elected. And, you know, it's towards the racial element that's involving a black suspect and a white victim. And let's make this clear. Texas does hand the death sentence to 17-year-olds. But look, man, Karmelo having a judge that's about to reside over a case on an election year is crucial. This most likely, right, in the state of Texas and in my state of Florida, most judges wants to seem like they're hard on crime. They want to be that law-abiding, law-pushing judge that, yes, fair, but lays the hammer down on crimes like this. I'm sorry to say it doesn't even help that Karmelo is black and Austin was white. There's always going to be a racial undertone, or in how you see it, the racial element face of this entire case. It's been hijacked by all sorts of grifters, people that just want to push maybe a racist agenda, another group that just want to push a victim agenda. I mean, I don't want to pick and choose on this. I just know 2 teens' lives and families will be forever changed, and it's a damn shame. Me being in youth advocacy, this is something that comes a dime a dozen for me. And it never feels good. You know, these young boys doing football numbers behind a cage. My job is to always talk to them, reassure them about a possible future. And in many cases, it's like, damn, they here though. All right, man, that's all for now. This was Gravitating Away on We Need a Reset TV. I really would like to know what y'all thoughts are on the new developments that his judge is a man that's hard on crime, no nonsense, and is gonna reside over his case on an election year for him. So he's trying to get voted in. My guts tell me he ain't gonna go soft on Karmelo, y'all. That's what I think. That's just me. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm gonna meet y'all there.